but you need to know these. The first type is going to be called alpha decay, and spelling is not a requirement in this class, so we'll stick a little A in. The first one is alpha decay, and the important thing is that in alpha decay you make an alpha particle. That is actually a helium nucleus. What is missing from a helium atom versus the alpha particle? Anybody want to take a wild stab? Robert, what do you think conserve means? Say again? Save. That's a biggie. Please have that written down or branded in your brain somewhere. The second type of decay is called beta decay. 234, and this time it's going to be 91, and that's going to be Pa plus the beta particle. And again, pay special attention to 234 is equal to 34 plus 0. 90 is the same as 91 minus 1, correct? Gamma ray is going to be abbreviated with the Greek letter gamma. Pretty cool about that, huh? Plus a beta particle. That's a 2. Plus a beta particle plus 2 gamma rays. And the reason is that we'll get to in a second. So we'll start off first with 13 nitrogen with a 7 becomes 13 with a 7 with a 6 carbon plus the positron. Good thing I'm not being graded on my quality of slides today, you know what I mean? I think every other time I've said something, I've made a mistake.
Mr. Professor, like how much?
Most people go, it's okay. Is that all right? You ought to get used to putting it on there,
Yeah.
but that's probably one place where you could leave it off and not get too much trouble.
Why are you using these on?
So let's just say there's 118 elements. Of those 18 elements, all have isotopes. Okay? Now give me another piece of paper. So if the paper was longer, I'd be just going to right there, okay? I'll take that one off. Okay. And we know that if radioactive, you get a new So when we take a look at radioactivity, or we take a look at all these decay things, and the answer is, I don't think so, that one will work. Or, I will say to you, I'm making this one up. And if I make it up, don't go to anybody and say, Mr. President said it worked. Nah, I made that one up. Simply for demonstration purposes. And so we now think the Dead Sea Scrolls were authentic paper, not something that Disney made up in 1993 for a movie, and look how cool they are. So, Indiana Jones type stuff. These are real things. Okay, let's get the last one. I didn't hear either answer, but I'm sure both of them were just absolutely spectacularly correct.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly correct. Good. Why would you guess that? It's close. Plus, electron, right? Now, for those of you who remember the story, what do we know about Isaac Newton? Tell me 2 or 3 things we know about Isaac Newton. What's that? Anybody?
He likes figs.
What?
He likes figs.
He liked figs.
Big Newtons.
I'll figure it. Anybody else know something about cookie cutter? I mean, Isaac Newton. We found the rainbow. Cool. Anything else?
Gravity.
Gravity. Anything else? He was weirder the day is long. He burned his house down. 3 laws of motion. Very nice. He burned his house down. All right, here it comes. This is the day for today's lesson. Anybody know what alchemy is? Check this out. Gold. And if you look at the periodic table, lead and gold are 2 away, and mercury is 4 away. No, lead and mercury are 1 apart. Lead and gold are 1 apart. One last time, here you go. Mercury and gold are 1 apart. Lead is 4 apart. He just picked out the wrong element. I think I said that in gamma ray production, this element right here is going to be, quote, excited.
Yeah.
Right? And in order for it to relax,
You have to act like.
in order for it to relax, it gives off a gamma particle. That, yes, we're saying that's off the top of my head. And I know this will be a surprise to you, but I have been wrong. But see, there you go. Thank you very much for that. Surprise factor in there. But I think I'm correct.
Do you always need to put a gamma ray in it?
No, let's see if I can say it another way. No! Just be in your mind that, oh, there's some energy there. Right? If we added up the weight here, they're not going to balance.
Well, in that case, wouldn't
Go ahead. You're doing good.
the
And if you watch movies, they'll say, oh, can't go out in there because there's 75 rats. Well, what does that mean? Teeth counts.
okay.
Most of our teeth are in our body. Never been x-rayed. Never.
Do you ever go to the dentist? You ever go to the dentist? That's disgusting.
When they put something in your mouth and they tell you what to move and then they get out of the room.
That's an x-ray. Oh, thank you. What was that last thing you said?
They get out of the
They get out of the room. That's what I was going to ask. All you people who have been x-rayed, what do?
Leave.
They leave. They're like, okay, I'm going to x-ray your leg. It may be broken, but don't move it till I come back.
Yeah.
And then they leave.
Yeah.
Why? What happened? What? They put a big old thing on you, and you're like, oh, that thing's heavy. And then they take this little bitty thing and stick it in your mouth, hurts like hell, and then they go, bzzz. Because they're very short, very quick. I mean, they want to say, oh yes, you have a tooth. You know, they never look, is your tooth broken? What? So penetrating ability is real important. Here's the first one. Gamma rays. Highly penetrable. I don't know how to spell it, so that sounds really spell it. They're highly penetrable. Get in a concrete building. How would you like to take something, put it in your mouth, go in your stomach, and it charges your stomach up real good? That would not be good. Or, let's say that Rick's here has a stomach disease and we want to give it to him. Let him eat something that would be radioactive and give off. Give a drug that when it goes in the body, it's going to cause ionization. Well, we very seldom give people big pills. Okay, we're going to get it in. How many of you girls drink a glass of milk a day? Glass of milk a day. You can substitute 2 scoops of ice cream, big pile of cottage cheese, something. But you take a glass or 2 of dairy products every day. Why not guys?
Because we have a lot of calcium.
Girls have periods, guys don't. It ain't good. You're going to get cancer. Iodized salt.
Yeah.
Well, what's that got in it? Put that on my french fries and give me cancer. Now we giggle, but that's what number 4 says. Any fish that lives in the ocean. For a typical person in their lifetime, from X-rays, you'll get about 50. Except for Alex here, she get none. Nuclear power plants. How dangerous is a nuclear power plant? Oh yeah. 0.2.